Okay, folks, there are your 2018 World Rampage getting ready to hit the ice and battle with the Northern Kentucky Norse, the defending state champions and preseason favorites to win it all. We are hit by the flu bug and are missing two seniors, Garrett Baker and Bo Couture, as well as Griffin Payne, one of our freshmen. So we're going to see how we buck up and step up. Buck's about ready to drop. Starting for the Ornamental Rampage, we have Nathaniel Cox, Grayson McFarland, Trevor Biddle, George Triplett, and Kane Burke. Owensboro wins the face-off, comes back to Cox. He sends it down the wall, back behind the net. They get it out of the zone. McFarland is able to send it over to Cox. Cox dumps it again. Triplett sends it back behind the net. Kane picks it up in the corner, maintains control, sends it. Northern Kentucky is going to come up with this. Send it along the wall. Try to tip it out of there, but Triplett was able to tip it. Cox going to pick it up, send it around the wall. Comes back, gets tipped to the other side. Kane Burke picks it up, flips it over and into the offensive zone. Northern Kentucky picks it up, takes it behind the net, looks for a man, sends it out into the offensive zone. Weren't able to clear in time, so he had to wait. And they send it back. Now we have Lindsay in on defense. We have Eric Whited, Josh Bertuzny, and Dalton Rebels, as well as Grayson McFarland. Way to go, Jackson Lindsay and Eric Whited. Defending, pushing it out, get it back into the neutral zone, off into our offensive zone. Rebels is able there to poke it back in, send it towards the net. Here comes Northern Kentucky. They take a shot, and it goes in. By the way, Tane Wilson's in the net for the Owensboro Rampage. So with 13:07 to go in the first period, Northern Kentucky takes a 1-0 lead. All right, shake it off, guys. Okay, back out on the ice, we have Kane Burke, George Triplett, Trevor Biddle, Grace McFarland, Jackson Lindsay. But comes back to McFarland on D, he sends it up, gets intercepted. It's Northern again. We get it out of the zone. Trevor's there to try to poke it away. Weren't able to. This is a very good Northern Kentucky team. Jackson just got plowed by one of the Northern Kentucky guys. It's all right. He lost the puck, which is important. Jackson picks it back up behind the net. Sends it off the wall to Biddle. Biddle tries to get it out of the zone. They take a shot, and Tane's able to knock it over. McFarland gets it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Kane Burke picks it up, sends it back to George Triplett. It's behind the net. Triplett's going to go into the corner. Pick it up, send it back behind the net. It's bouncing around in the corner, hits the wall, and so they're going to stop at your play, drop the puck there with 12:02 to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 1-0. Okay, we now have, let's see, who do we have out there? Thomas Burke, Elijah Howard, Nick Wilkins, Grace McFarland, and Nathaniel Cox. Cox, they will stop it at the blue line. They knock it up and hit one of their own players in the players bench, so they're going to drop the puck right there. With 11:54 to go in the first period, Orange rolls down 1-0. McFarland stops it, sends it back up along the wall through the neutral zone. They send it across in center ice. They take a shot and it goes out of the rink. Actually, the net comes off the post as well. So we're going to drop the puck there with 11:36 to go in the first period. Orange rolls down 1-0. Coming back in on the ice, we have Ryan Payne, Josh Ratuzny, Dalton Rebels, Grayson McFarland, and Nathaniel Cox. Cox gets it out into the neutral zone. Rebels picks it up, sends it out to Ryan Payne. Payne gets it in the offensive zone, gets it poked away. Northern Kentucky comes up with it. McFarland stops one there. They dump it back behind the net. Cox is going to pick it up on the far corner. They shoot another one in. Northern Kentucky takes a 2-0 lead over the Owensboro Rampage with 10:32 to go in the first period. Back out on the ice for the Owensboro Rampage, we have George Triplett, Trevor Biddle, Kane Burke, Jackson Lindsay, Grayson McFarland. McFarland sends it over to Biddle, gets poked back in. Kane jumps on top of the puck. Whistle blows, 10:20 to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 2-0. Face-off comes out to Trevor Biddle. He flips it over and out. Kane Burks races here into the corner, tries to send it back towards the net. This Northern Kentucky is playing extremely physical, and they're definitely not getting any calls against them. Lindsay picks it up, pokes it back up towards Burke. Northern Kentucky sends it back behind the net. Grayson's there battling on the wall. Biddle's there. Biddle sends it out to Burke. Burke kicks it across ice into the offensive zone. It's not going to be an icing. Northern Kentucky picks it up, sends it around the wall. Burke's able to. All right, Northern Kentucky takes a 3-0 lead over the Owensboro Rampage. With 9:26 to go in the first period. On the ice for Owensboro now, we have Rebels, Whited, Ratuzny, McFarland, and Cox.
Stay clean, Rampage!
Play clean, Rampage! You guys are smarter than this! Play smart, guys!
Okay, with 9:18, looks like we got a timeout here in the first period. With 9:18 to go in the first period, Owensboro's down 3-0. So it comes back to Daniel Cox. He sends it along the wall. Northern Kentucky comes up with it. They take a shot and it goes in. All right, with 9:03 to go in the first period, Owensboro is now down 4-0.
Okay, I'll believe you, and I'm proud of you.
McFarland to Cox. Tries to get into the neutral zone. They take a shot, goes wide right. Cox picks it up. Gets it in the corner. Missed it. McFarland's going to pick it up this time. He sends it out to Kane Burke. Kane gets it through the neutral zone. We got Triplett, Biddle, Burke. Take a shot. Bounces off the goalie. We're going to call a penalty. Looks like we're going to call a penalty on Northern Kentucky now. With 8:14 to go in the first period, Owensboro's down 4-0. Okay, for Owensboro now we have Rebels, Triplett, Bertuzny, Burke, and McFarland. Bertuzny sends it across the ice. McFarland tries to pick it up. Got past him. He's going back behind the net now. Kane Burke's there. Great check. McFarland picks it up. Get into the offensive zone. McFarland takes it all the way up. Takes a shot. Goes above the net. Biddle. Couldn't stop it at the blue line. Burke's able to get in there and tip it away. Sends it back up. McFarland picks it up. Sends it across ice to Biddle. Back into the offensive zone. He stops. Sends it across. Got tipped. Burke takes the slap shot. Goes left of the net. Biddle stops it on the other side. Sends it through the middle, and they were able to ice it. Burke's going to pick it up on the defensive zone. I'm going to try to set up again with 50-something seconds to go in the power play. Send it across the ice. Dump it. McFarland picks it up. Gets it into the neutral zone. Goes around a couple of different players. All the way up there. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Goes back into the corner. McFarland's still there battling with it. Behind the net. And they iced it. Burke gets in there and steals that away. Sends it across. Okay, the power play is now over. Northern Kentucky's back at full force. And we switch out some players. We have Whited, Rebels, Wilkins, McFarland, Biddle. Biddle goes out. Lindsay comes back in. It's 6:05 to go in the first period. And it goes down 4-0. They take a shot. Tane's able to stop that one. 6:02 to go in the first period.
Go, Rampage! Come on, Rampage!
Farland picks it up behind the net, sends it around the price, sends it around the wall. Tane Wilson
Way to go, Rampage!
covers that one up. 5:46 to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 4-0. Farland flips it up and over. Wilkins gets it out of the zone. Eric Whited trying to fight with him. Rebel stops it at Lindsay stops it at the blue line, sends it back down to Whited. Lindsay's able to knock it back into the neutral zone. And Jackson's holding his net, so I'm not sure if he got smacked hard. That was a beast, that kid was. Okay, we're going to be on on another power play for Owensboro. Penalty was called on Northern Kentucky. We have Biddle, McFarland, Burke, Triplett, Bertuzzi on the ice. If we played like this in Owensboro, we'd already had 14 penalties on us. They are playing very aggressive. And Northern Kentucky was able to ice it. McFarland picks it up. Gets it across into the neutral zone. Goes around one or two, takes a shot, and it goes in! Grayson McFarland scores for Owensboro and gives Owensboro some big mo with 4:08 to go in the first period. Owensboro now is only down 4-1. Back on the ice for Owensboro is Rebels, Whited, Ryan Payne, Nathaniel Cox, and Grayson McFarland. Rebels picks, McFarland gets it, sends it to Cox. Cox tries to flip it over, gets intercepted, takes a shot, and that's going to go out of the rink. So we're going to stop the puck, stop and drop right there with 3:50 to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 4-1. And they knock another one in. Owensboro's down at 5-1 now with 3:46 to go in the first period. All right, looks like we're switching goalies. Tane Wilson's been pulled off the ice. Shake it off, Tane. And Jake Cisna comes into the net for the Owensboro Rampage. On the ice we have Cox, McFarland, Burke, Triplett, and Bertuzzi. Disney sends it around the wall. Northern Kentucky takes the shot, goes in. So with 3:25 to go in the first period, Owensboro's down 6-1. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to continue recording this. Okay, aim for the Owensboro Rampage now. We have Thomas Burke, Elijah Howard, Nick Wilson, Grace McFarland, Jackson Lindsay. Good job, Jake. Lindsay sends it around the wall, gets it out of the into the neutral zone. Thomas Burke's there to try to get to it. They dumped it again. Farland picks it up, sends it around the wall to Wilkins. Wilkins battling, wasn't able to get it out of the net. As though Farland picks it up, flips it over. Northern Kentucky picks it up. Thomas Burke, Nick Wilkins. Thomas sends it, tries to dump it. Puck comes all the way back to McFarland. He sends it over to Lindsay. Lindsay's looking for something. Sends it over to George Tribble, who just came in. Nick Wilkins. Kane Burke comes back in. Triplets there, flips it up and over. Triplets got a 1-on-2 here. Kane Burke. Now we got a 3-on-2. Send it down towards, gets into the corner. Rutuzny sends it back behind the net. Kane Burke's there fighting. Tries to send it in front of the net. McFarland takes a slap shot, goes above the net. Burke picks it up in the corner. Sends it back to Rutuzny. And Northern Kentucky picks it up. They send it around the wall. Lindsay's there, stops it at the blue line. Rutuzny tried to poke it back. Wasn't able to. McFarland sends it out to Rutuzny. Kane Burke picks it up, gets into the offensive zone, takes a shot, goes above and over the net. McFarland's going to pick this one up. Not sure what they called there with 50.9 seconds to go in the first period. Owensboro's down 6-1. On the ice now we have Payne, Whited, Rebels, Cox, and McFarland. Good job, Jake Cisna. There you go. At the end of the first period, Owensboro's down 6-1. Hey, Amy, or Sandy, do y'all know if Paula's still in there?
I called her and texted her.
Okay, well, there's no signal anywhere.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey, Paula. I was asking him if they let you know that he's out here because I knew you were in the room. No, don't worry about it.
I was in here. It smells like
All right, looks like Once Girls run into a buzzsaw tonight. It's hard when you got two seniors out. This is the time when you find out how tough these guys are. Will they fight to the end? And I think they will.
Good quality.
All right, we're going to start the second period. Owensboro's down 6-1. We have McFarland, Lindsay, Biddle, Burke, and Triplett. Triplett's able to get one. He's got a one-on-one. Oh, got it tipped away. Come again. McFarland's able to knock it back in. Triplett picks it up, flips it up to Biddle. Oh! And the goalie knocks it over into the corner. Biddle tries to send it back out to Burke. Flips it up and over. Triplett tries to steal it away. Lindsay picks it up. Sees it rely on the wall to Biddle. Biddle gets it up and over and out of the zone. Triplett picks it up. Gets into the offensive zone, takes a shot. Burke is there to try to knock one, almost knocked one in. Biddle dives for it to try to stop it, and they're going to call a trip on Biddle. All right, with 14-14 to go in the second period, Owensboro's going to be on a penalty kill. On the ice for Owensboro now, we've got Rebels for Tuesday, Lindsay McFarland. Lindsay's able to ice that one. Way to go, Jakes. This is awesome. Comes back to McFarland. McFarland's got it. And he's able to knock that over. Hit Rebels in the back. That's all right. Back leg. Houston's there battling on the wall. And Northern Kentucky comes out of there with it. They get into the offensive zone. Lindsay's able to put a body on, knock it away. Jake Sisson knocks one up and over. Locks that one. Sends it back out. Jake knocks another one away. Jake Sisson is a god. Whoa! Glove save. It was a 5-foot power shot, and he glove saved it. 13:04 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 6-1. Big shot goes a little bit wide left after being tipped. Behind the net, McFarland picks it up, and he's able to send it up and over, and it goes out of the ring, so we can drop the puck right there. 12:53 to go in the second period, 39 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Owensboro's down 6-1. We have Lindsay, McFarland, Burke. Cox is coming in for Lindsay, so we got Cox, McFarland, Burke, and Triplett. Puck comes back to Cox. He sends it up towards the blue line where Triplett picks it up, flips it up and over towards the net. Slap shot from George Triplett. Goalie's able to send it back. 19 seconds left in the penalty kill. They're going to call. Was that an offsides? Looks like that may have been an offsides. All right, 12:30 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 6-1. 15 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Comes back to McFarland. He ices that one. We're back at full power, by the way. Jake tried everything to stop that one. That was deflected in. 11:59 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 7-1. Right with Thomas Burke, Nick Wilkins, Ryan Payne, Jackson Lindsay, Grayson McFarland on the ice for the Owensboro Rampage now with 11:59 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 7-1. Marlon picks it up, goes around 2, gets around, and Lindsay's able to knock it back out into the neutral zone. Ryan Payne's fighting. Thomas Burke's able to deflect one. And they send it back down into our zone. McFarland picks it up, sends it over to Lindsay. Lindsay sends it, directly to a Northern Kentucky guy, but we got lucky. McFarland picks it up. It's on a run. He's got a 1-on-2. And they knock it back. Lindsay gets back there, picks this one up. Sends it over to Wilkins. Wilkins sends it out to Ryan Payne. Nick Wilkins was able to dump it. 10:45 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 7-1. Ryan Payne's able to stop it at the wall. Send it back down. Send it out to Thomas Burke. Kane Burke sends it over. Thomas Burke tries to knock one in, but the goalie reaches out, jumps on top of it, and traps it. 10:29 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 7-1. All right, we have Lindsay, McFarland, Kane Burke, Trevor Biddle, and George Triplett on the ice for the Owensboro Rampage. Lindsay stops it, knocks it back down. Biddle picks it up, sends it back to Lindsay. Lindsay takes a shot, and the goalie jumps on top of it. 10:05 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 7-1. Kane Burke picks it up, sends it over to McFarland. He wasn't able to control it. We went across the blue line, so we had to clear the zone. Nice move, Jackson. Slap shot goes wide of the net. McFarland picks this one up. Sends it across ice. It gets deflected. Lindsay's able to send it out. And that's going to dump, and that's going to be an icing. They're going to bring that one back to the other end. With 9:15 to go in the second period. Owensboro down 7-1. All right, we have Ratusny, Whited, Revels, Lindsay, and McFarland on the ice now. Jake Sismus in the goal. Ratusny gets one out of there from the face-off. He's able to dump it. Oh, no. Northern Kentucky's able to beat him. Oh, Ratusny steals another one. Sends it along the wall to Lindsay. Lindsay gets past him. Race. That one goes out of the rink. 8:52 to go in the second period. Let's roll down 7-1. With Cox, McFarland, Whited, Ribbles, and Ratusny on the ice now. Nick Wilkins, Elijah Howard, Eric Whited, Bob Cox, and Grayson McFarland on the ice for the Owensboro Rampage. Jake Sisson in the goal. 7:50 to go in the game. Owensboro's down 7-1. Cox picks it up. Wasn't able to send it around the corner. This ice is very choppy, and the walls are wavy. Cox picks this one back up, sends it across, tries to send one across, got tipped away. Nick Wilkins picks it up, gets into the neutral zone, sends it over. Brian Payne is now in for the Rampage. Northern Kentucky comes up with it, sends it around the wall. Cox tries to stop it at the blue line, wasn't able to. Again, and he sends that all the way out. Not going to be an icing because Northern Kentucky's tipped it. Lindsay knocked one away. Lindsay knocked another one away. That one goes out of the rink. 6:39 to go in the second period. Owensboro down 7-1. We have Kane Burke, Trevor Biddle, George Triplett back on the ice for the Owensboro Rampage. Triplett's got it on the far side. It's in the offensive zone, stops, sends it over to Biddle. Biddle tries to tip one in, sends it up towards the net, gets knocked behind. They flip it up and over. Lindsay stops it at the blue line. Kane Burke's there, knocks it back in. George Triplett's fighting, Kane Burke. And Northern Kentucky comes up with it. They take check-offs behind the net. Lindsay's there, bodied him up. McFarland's battling. Everybody's battling. All right, they knock another one in with 5:49 to go in the second period. Owensboro's down 8-1. Good shot, good effort from Biddle and Kane Burke that time on a run out. Shot from Kane Burke. 5:16 to go in the second period. Orangeville's down 8-1. Biddle sends it back to Lindsay. Lindsay sends it back. Gets past him. .457 to go in the second period. Owensboro down 8-1. Switch out of line. We have Whited, Revels, Ratusny, Cox, and McFarland. Jake Sisson stops another one. 4:31 to go in the second period. Whitey picks it up in the neutral zone. Sends it towards the net. Oh, just bounced off the edge of the bottom edge of the post, the net. Cox picks it up in the corner. Gets it taken away. Northern Kentucky picks it up. And Whited and McFarland battling in the corner for the puck. They get it out of there, send it over to Nick Wilkins. Wilkins tries to send it over to Thomas Burke. Northern Kentucky comes up with it. Jake Sisson knocks another one away. They're going to call a penalty on that one. Looks like a head contact. 3:12 to go in the second period. Orangeville's down 8-1. It looks like Bob's going to the penalty box. So we switch out our lines. We have Burke, Biddle, Lindsay, and McFarland for the penalty kill. Battling in the corner, McFarland's fighting hard. Nice job, Jake Sisson once again. McFarland picks it up, he sends it and ices it. We've got Biddle and Kane racing up here to get it. Yes, penalty. All right, with 2:38 to go in the second period, we're going to be 4-on-4 as Northern Kentucky gets a penalty. Hit him in the back, slammed him into the wall. Yeah, the goalie is smack talking with Kane Burke. All right, we have Lindsay, Burke, Biddle, and McFarland. They send it out of the zone. McFarland picks it up, sends it out to Kane Burke. Kane sends it to Trevor Biddle, and he gets bodied up and gets knocked away. McFarland's there to send it back to Biddle. Biddle gets it out to Kane Burke, and they knock it away. Trevor Biddle's able to keep it in the zone, knock it into the corner. They send it out of there. McFarland picks it up, sends it over to Lindsay. Lindsay to Biddle. Biddle tips it, and they knock it back in. I'm going to call an icing on that one, it looks like, so I'm going to bring it